Warriors! XRP severely damaged. That's out of the words and the mouth of Ripple. I'm here to share with you guys the 30,000 foot overview and keep you grounded. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hand. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And the reason why you're living the physical reality you're living is because of the subconscious mind programming and the repetitive patterns you've done for a very long time. The good thing about that, you can change that right away. But your subconscious mind has been programmed since you were a young child. So it's going to take repetitive action over and over and over again. And that's what I teach my warriors. That's why they stay calm through this sideways action, through the pumps, through the dumps. We do not do emotional panic selling. We stay calm through all the good news and the bad news. We don't get too excited. We don't get too sad. We stay neutral and we stay glad. Damn, I'm good at rhyming. All right, let's go ahead and kicked off, Warriors. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. Today is Wednesday. What is it? June? I think it's June 9th today. So if you're watching this in the future, I'm heading on a spiritual journey on this Friday coming up. But you will have a YouTube video every single day, and I'll be doing some live recaps of my spiritual journey. So I'm very aligned with God. I love God. I follow the life of Jesus. I'm non-religious, and I accept everybody. So if that's someone you don't want to follow, probably not your guy. So let's go ahead and get it kicked off. So the SEC, man, XRP is being severely damaged. But so let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Now, I don't want you to panic, Warriors. I'm going to take you guys through this. I'd highly recommend you go follow James K. Fallon on Twitter at Fallon Law. So it says XRP community, Ripple files its opposition to the SEC request for 60-day extension of the discovery deadline. What the heck is the SEC doing? They are trying to avoid this. They're trying to drag this out. Now, this is all by design, Warriors. Remember what I tell you. First, they resist it, the technology. Remember, they resist it, okay? Then they sue it. Then they regulate it. Then they join it. That's how it works, Warriors. So we are actually the poster child of the regulation, the suing, then the joining. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this. I'm not going to read through this whole document, but this was submitted on, I think it was June 7th. This was filed on 6/8, actually yesterday, 6/8/2021. This is SEC versus Ripple Labs, written on behalf of defendants Ripple Labs Incorporated. Ripple, in opposition to the SEC's, later dated June 2nd, the SEC's request for 60-day extension of discovery should be denied. So what I did was I did Command F and I typed in severely. And so they're saying that XRP is severely being damaged. Now, let me pause for just a moment. So this may panic some of you guys. This is why you need to be non-emotional in the crypto space. So there's a video coming out on Friday where I talk about Dave Ramsey and his view on inflation and cryptocurrency. Now, it's not taking it one side or the other. It's just giving you different opinions, right? Yes, cryptocurrency is a very speculative, very volatile asset right now. It's a new asset class. But it's also an opportunity for those who understand the fundamentals and are able to stay strong, just like people who went through the internet boom and lost all their money, but held on to the stock, became some of the richest people in the world. Now, remember, in investing, let me start out. I'm not a financial advisor. In investing, you never invest more than you can afford to lose. But there'll never be an opportunity like this again in history. So let's read this out. It says, critically, for ODL to work efficiently, there must be liquid market for XRP in both the sending and receiving countries. But the pendency of the lawsuit has significantly hurt the markets for XRP in the United States and abroad. Within days of the SEC filing, almost 20 exchanges delisted or suspended XRP. More have subsequently followed suit. Today, XRP is essentially liquid in the United States, practically eliminating the possibility of ODL transfers in and out of the United States. XRP's liquidity has also been hampered to other jurisdictions, damaging Ripple's ability to develop and market ODL worldwide. Every additional day this suit is pending is a day in which XRP markets remain improperly frozen in the United States and Ripple's business is unfairly hampered. This is severely highlighted right there. prejudicial, excuse me, to Ripple. And the SEC's extension motion does not even mention it, much less explain why the proposed delay would not harm Ripple. The court can and should deny the SEC's motion on this basis alone. This is within the court document. This is severely, severely damaging XRP. Now, this is to the courts, right? Now, I want you to take a deep breath and understand that, Warriors, this is amazing. To me, this type of stuff is amazing. This is history in the making. Most people, this would panic. Most people, this would get them to panic sell. But this is them explaining and showing to the SEC and to the court that, man, we need to get this case settled as soon as possible. In this case, you have actual XRP holders trying to sue the SEC. This is a historical case. And to me, the more hype we can get around this, the more things we can get like this, the word severely damaging XRP, the bigger the case will be when it gets dropped. Because, Warriors, XRP has a lot of supply. And I get the biggest question I get is, why is XRP not going up? Why, what do you think it's going to go? 100, 200, 589, 1,000. There's a lot of supply of XRP. Now, remember, what you need is demand. You need utility, and you need news. This is going to be the biggest news in history, Warriors. Now, don't be foolish as well. I'm not just an XRP. I tell you that all the time. I have an equal amount of XLM. I have a lot of VeChain. I have a ton of ADA. I'm an Ethereum holder. I'm not big on Bitcoin. I don't have any Bitcoin right now. I'm Ethereum, right? I'm Ethereum. And that's not financial advice. I have DeFi. I have gaming tokens, okay, in the NFT space. I also have cryptocurrencies. So I have a broad portfolio of 21. You can get access to my portfolio by clicking the link in the bio. You can join our Warrior Academy. I'll talk about that at the end if you want to stay till the end. But I'm very broad, Warriors. I'm not just stuck in one cryptocurrency. That'd be foolish, right? Think of Warren Buffett. Look at his portfolio. He's looking at the market, and he just made some moves just recently, just bought into a digital bank. Okay, so this is something that just came out yesterday. Severely damaging XRP. They're coming after the SEC, Warriors. So this is going to be one of the biggest cases in history. So let's revisit this again. I've showed you this video, but I want you to listen to our leader, CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. Now, I'll tell you guys, you can have the best product in the world, If you don't have leadership and you don't have capital, you're screwed. You're screwed. I have a great product here at the 3-2 Warrior Academy. What makes this great is I will brag about myself. I'm a great CEO and leader. I'm a great CEO and leader because I'm dedicated. I'm focused. I look futuristically. I guide this company to freedom, right? I put a lot of work into this. I've devoted my life to it. We also have working capital now. I was a great CEO before. We didn't have working capital. It was tough. But now we have capital and I'm a great leader. Hell yeah, I would bet on me. And you should be that type of person as well. But I bet on this guy, Brad Garlinghouse. Listen to this guy. He's a beast, man.
And actually, the SEC took issue with that, so to speak, in that you might be more like a security than a currency. And that's still pending. So they just talk in general about all regulation and how it might affect you and Ripple even differently than it would affect Bitcoin.
Well, I think what you're getting at the core really is in the United States, there has been a lack of regulatory clarity. This is something I've been talking about even on CNBC for about 2+ years. In other countries, you have seen in the UK, Japan, Switzerland, Singapore. I mean, these are G20 markets where they have invested the time and energy either through legislation or rulemaking to provide that clarity and that certainty. And that allows investors to participate, that allows entrepreneurs to build, that allows people to build companies that make the CNBC disruptor list. So here in the United States, we haven't had that clarity. I think, just to correct something you said, Ripple actually doesn't control XRP. XRP is an open source technology, very analogous to Bitcoin. In contrast, XRP is very efficient in terms of speed of transaction. It is a carbon neutral blockchain. So these are all examples of it being more efficient, but all of the XRP that has ever been created has already been created. So it's a zero inflation dynamic. But the core of what you're talking about around regulation, I think, is what we're experiencing here in the US with the SEC. The SEC is making the assertion that these are investment contracts, that Ripple's sales of XRP to our customers is actually an investment contract. And a security is something where when you buy it, you own part of a company. You have a right to the profits. You can vote on the board of directors of that company, all those things.
Okay, so that's really important to understand. That's why this case is all political theater warriors, because to understand what he's saying, if you're new to investing, which is totally fine, that's why I'm here to help people new, right, and experience. But what he's saying is, for example, if I bought XRP, that means that I'm part of ownership of the company, right? So when Warren Buffett buys stock in Pepsi, is it Coke or Pepsi? I think it's Pepsi. Sorry, Pepsi. Anyways, when he's a big Pepsi holder, or Bank of America, right? He literally can be in board meetings and make decisions because he's such a large holder. He owns part of the company. And if you were to invest in my company, or if I allowed you to invest in my company and sold you shares in my company, that means you're a shareholder. You can make decisions. We can't make decisions on what Ripple does with their company. Okay, we can't make decisions on what. So we are not a security holder. We are a cryptocurrency holder. Big difference.
That are, certainly CNBC covers in depth. That isn't true with XRP. If you buy XRP, you don't have an ownership of Ripple. And I mean, ironically, you actually have XRP owners who have tried to sue the SEC for even bringing the case.
Brad, what's the total number? It's billions, obviously, and you do have a lot that hasn't been mined yet, and can control when some of it is mined. That's correct, is it not?
No, that's not right. The way XRP works is fundamentally different than the mining contract, the way you're describing it. So proof of work is the mining. That's how Bitcoin works. That's how Ether has it worked, and it's kind of migrating to proof of stake. The XRP ledger uses something called consensus algorithm. And so all of the XRP ever created is 100 billion units. Ripple owns a lot. And so that's on kind of our track.
So this is pretty cool. I'm sure you've seen this, but Ripple made the 2021 FinTech Top 50 Disruptor list in the world. Look at the companies they're with: Robinhood, Ripple, Stripe, that's the company we use for our payments. Plaid. Now Plaid connects banks, makes it easy for you to transfer from a fintech company to a bank. Plaid, right? And I think there's a connection between Ripple and Plaid. Don't quote me on that. You can comment down below. These are massive companies. Oh shoot, Nubank is the one that Warren Buffett just invested in. NU Bank. Yeah. I think so. Nubank is the one that he just invested in. And we said that he didn't get into Bitcoin, but they are a company that is invested in cryptocurrencies. Okay. All right. So let's continue onwards. Well, there was great news as well yesterday, which I think the article was great news, but this is awesome. By David Schwartz, June 7th, his blog post, a vision for federating side chains on the XRP ledger. Over the last 9 years, the XRP community has been committed, now this is important, to advancing the forward progress of XRP Ledger to dramatically increase the decentralization performance of its feature set. So right now it's centralized, right? That's why people in the Bitcoin community do not like XRP. Among the most requested feature we've heard from developers and contributors to the XRP Ledger is smart contract capabilities, brought about by the exponential growth in decentralized finance, DeFi. This is critical what they're doing. This is going to be huge. In fact, the number of DeFi developers grown by 110% but since 2019, and the number of projects that have grown well beyond 2021. However, we at Ripple have long advocated against features that would compromise the XRP Ledger's highly efficient focus on payments. Okay. Now remember that video I showed you where that gentleman said, I think it was back in 2017, he said that basically they want to leave a dent in the universe in remittances. They're just a remittance company, but they're smart. This is called leadership warriors. They're like, you know what? Yeah, we are pigeonholing ourselves just in remittances. This is going to take them into a whole nother space. We're going to have Flare Network and now this. Today, we are proposing a strategy that enables the best of both worlds. Federated side chains for the XRP ledger. This will enable developers to implement new features such as native smart contracts that interoperate seamlessly with XRP and the XRP ledger, while also allowing XRP ledger to maintain its existing lean, efficient feature set. Federated side coins allow the experimentation and specialization so developers can enjoy the power of XRPL on sidechain, and it acts as its own blockchain. For example, imagine the potential to branch out into a new functionality by slimming down XRPL's features to a specific subset, a particular use case, or even creating a private parallel network permissioned blockchain. Federated sidechains could very well make this a reality. So how it'd work, you have the XRPL Okay, then you have the federated side chains, and they would attach to it. Okay, in order to understand vision federated side chains, it's first important to define the federator, a piece of software that connects to at least 2 instances of the XRP-L software. The federator software means anyone who could run a side chain to the XRP ledger. Anyone could. On the side, on the side, the federator is connected to XRP ledger mainnet. On the other side, it connects to the one or more side chains. The federator would be run only by the parties who operate validators on at least one side chain. The vision is that each side chain would function as its own blockchain. They'd have their own ledger and transactions, just as the XRP ledger does. What makes them side chains is the federation system, which allows XRP and issued tokens to move from one chain to another. This is huge. This is huge, warriors. So this is taking XRP just from a remittance payment company to allowing them to build protocols right on the side of XRP, keeping it lean, keeping it efficient, and keeping the transaction costs low. Warriors, we are on the precipice of something massive. This is the biggest shift in generational wealth. The biggest shift in generational wealth. And like I keep saying, Rosie Rios took my saying from me. There's 2 types of people. The freight train has left the building. The people are going to get on board and go for the ride of their life, or people are going to get ran over by it. But everybody's going to have to get on the freight train at some point. Okay. Now, what's going to happen, warriors, is all of a sudden by 2025, you're going to be in a whole new economic system. So you have the opportunity right now to invest in it. Now, here's the warning. It's going to be extremely volatile. You never invest more than you can afford to lose. Number 2 is you have to know what you're doing. Number 3 is be very, very careful with get-rich-quick schemes. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. This is building fundamental protocols and a fundamental portfolio that is within cryptocurrency protocols that are going to change the world. Because this regulation that's coming, that's Ripple's bringing for us, is going to wreck a lot of the cryptocurrencies in the space. So just, you got to make sure you're with the right crew, warriors. That's the key. Follow the right YouTubers, not these pump and dumps and all these weird things, just trying to, we have a mission here. That's what we do here at Warrior Academy. I'll explain to you exactly what we do. I show you my portfolio. I'm very open and honest. Here's my portfolio. If it changes, here's my portfolio. Okay, I show you exactly what I'm doing. You can exactly what cryptos I'm in. We have a cryptocurrency call every Thursday. You have access to my exit strategy. You can fill out your own Excel spreadsheet. You have to have a game plan or you're going to get wrecked, warriors. That's a fact. If you're wanting to make money in this space, you have to have a game plan. Imagine going to the Super Bowl, right? And you have 0 game plan. You have 0 game plan. This is your Super Bowl, your opportunity, okay? We also have cryptocurrency calls, a Discord. You get information. I have access to some high-level information where I send now a weekly briefing to my warriors with the top-level crypto information in banking, innovation, cryptocurrency. Let's see, what else do we got? We got technical analysis calls. And then most of all, you go through my 120-day challenge. You don't have to do this, but it's part of your program. It's attached to it because I'm about discipline. That's why my warriors do great in the quantum financial system. They're very disciplined. They're grounded. They don't get caught in pump and dumps, and they're not emotional. So down in the description down below, you can join our private Warrior Academy for 90% off, 100% money back guarantee. There's no mutual value exchange. We don't want to do business wars. We want to give you your money back, and we want to build a great relationship with you. So I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to go on this spiritual journey. But you will have a video every single day. I love you guys, warriors.